It's imperative that you pay close attention to this crucial matter, especially if you are currently receiving Social Security benefits, whether it's Supplemental Security Income, SSI, Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, or Veterans Benefits. There's an alarming development unfolding within the Social Security system that you absolutely need to be aware of. It pertains to overpayments made by the Social Security Administration to countless individuals and the subsequent demand for repayment. In recent days, numerous individuals across the nation have reported receiving distressing letters from the Social Security Administration. These letters reveal that Social Security has, in fact, been overpaying beneficiaries by substantial amounts, and they are now insisting on the return of these excess funds. This situation is unfolding on a massive scale, and it's causing significant concern and distress among those who are already grappling with financial hardships. For instance, Justina Worrell, a 47-year-old part-time kitchen helper in Ohio, who also has cerebral palsy, an intellectual disability, and a cardiac condition, was recently informed that she owed the government a staggering $6,185 due to Social Security overpayments. This is happening to people who are among the most vulnerable in our society, and it's causing substantial emotional and financial distress. During the fiscal year of 2022 alone, the Social Security Administration managed to recoup $4.7 billion in overpayments, but a whopping $21.6 billion still remains outstanding. This situation is not just a financial burden on the government, it's also a harrowing ordeal for the individuals who are being asked to repay these funds. Rebecca Vase, a senior fellow at the Century Foundation think tank, aptly describes it as an overpayment crisis. Shockingly, the Social Security Administration has been largely uncooperative in shedding light on the extent of this issue. They have declined interview requests and refused to disclose the number of individuals affected by these overpayment notices. Even Freedom of Information Act requests have been denied, further complicating efforts to understand the scope of the problem. Experts have noted that the fault for these overpayments often lies within the intricate and outdated rules governing Social Security benefits. The system's complexities make it challenging for beneficiaries to navigate, and the limits on what beneficiaries can save or own have not been adjusted for inflation in decades. Additionally, the Social Security Administration is hampered by inadequate staffing levels and outdated technology, which contributes to the problem. The consequences of these overpayments are dire. They push already struggling beneficiaries further into poverty and hardship, which contradicts the very purpose of safety net programs like Social Security. The Social Security Administration's methods for reclaiming overpayments are distressing for the affected individuals. They can reduce or stop monthly benefit payments, garnish wages, and even intercept federal tax returns. Ultimately, the agency needs to do a better job of managing overpayments and ensuring that those who are genuinely in need of assistance receive it without being plunged into a cycle of debt. While we've provided an overview of this pressing issue, it's also important to note that there's some positive news on the horizon. Recently, Senators Brown and Cassidy introduced bipartisan legislation aimed at updating the Supplemental Security Income (SSI) program. This proposed legislation, called the SSI Savings Penalty Elimination Act, could significantly raise asset limits for SSI beneficiaries, providing a much-needed lifeline for those affected by these overpayments. Furthermore, many are eagerly awaiting news on the annual cost of living adjustment, COLA, for Social Security, which can greatly impact beneficiaries' monthly checks. There's also speculation about potential legislation that could provide across-the-board increases of $200 per month for all Social Security recipients. In conclusion, it's essential to stay informed about these developments, as they directly affect millions of Americans who rely on Social Security benefits. We will continue to provide updates on this matter and other important issues related to Social Security. Please remember to like and subscribe for regular updates. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for more information as it becomes available.